By offering prayers to Lord Sri Krishna, Mukhya Prana, and seeking the blessings of the revered founder of our institution, His Holiness Sri Sri Vibhudesha Tirtha Swamiji, the former President, His Holiness Sri Sri Vishwapriya Tirtha Swamiji, and the present President and Chairman of the Poorna Prajna Group of Institutions, His Holiness Sri Sri Ishapriya Tirtha Swamiji, I extend a warm welcome to everyone gathered here for the momentous occasion of the course completion ceremony, Poorna Shiksha Samavarthana of MBA batch 2022-24. It is an honor to have with us today the highly honorable Professor Dr. M.S. Muditaya, the esteemed Vice Chancellor of Nitte deemed to be University, as the chief guest of this magnificent event. We are also privileged by the gracious presence of Dr. A.P. Bhatt, the Honorable Administrative Officer of the Udupi Sri Admar Mutt Education Council, Dr. G.S. Chandrasekhar, the Honorable Secretary of the Governing Council of PIM, as guests of honor. I now request our respected Director, Dr. P.S. Aital, to escort the dignitaries onto the dais. Let us invoke the divine blessings of the omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient Lord to make this occasion auspicious and blissful. I now invite Ms. Srinidhi Bhatt and her team of First MBA to lead us in the invocation.
वंदिता शेष वंद्योरु वृंदारकम् चंदना चचितोद्धारा वीणांसकम् इंदिरा चंचला पांगनिराजितम् मन्दरोदारी मृत्योर्भुजा भोगिनम् प्रीणयामो वासुदेवम् देवतामण्डलाखण्डमण्डलम् प्रीणयामो वासुदेवम् देवतामण्डलाखण्डमण्डलम् प्रीणयामो वासुदेवम् प्रीणयामो वासुदेवम् सृष्टिसंहारलीलाविलासात्वतम् पुष्टशार्गुण्यसद्विग्रहोल्लासिनम् दुष्टनिःशेषसंहारकामोद्यतम् हृष्टपुष्टातिशिष्टप्रजासंश्रयम् प्रीणयामो वासुदेवम् देवतामण्डलाखण्डमण्डलम् प्रीणयामो वासुदेवम् प्रीणयामो वासुदेवम् प्रीणयामो वासुदेवम् त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
Vedic chants have been a sacred tradition, purifying the atmosphere and imparting wisdom. Let us now hear the Vedic chants from the first year MBA students Jayant Dambal, Vignesh Aital, and Aditya.
श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ शं नो मित्रः शं वरुणः शं नो भवद्वर्यवा शं न इन्द्रो बृहस्पतिः शं नो विष्णुरुक्रमः नमो ब्रह्मणे नमस्ते वायो त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्मासि त्वमेव प्रत्यक्षं ब्रह्म वदिष्यामि हृदं वदिष्यामि सत्यं वदिष्यामि तन्मामवतु तद्भक्तारमवतु अवतु माम् अवतु वक्तारम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
I request our director, along with the members of the governing council, to offer fruits and flowers to His Holiness Swamiji as a mark of respect and to seek his blessings. I now invite our esteemed director, Dr. P.S. Aital, to deliver the welcome address and introduce the distinguished dignitaries on the dais.
With the grace of Lord Sri Krishna and the blessings of our Reverend Swamiji Trayas, Sri Sri Vibhudesha Tirtha Swamiji, Sri Sri Vishwapriya Tirtha Swamiji, and Sri Sri Ishapriya Tirtha Swamiji, today we gathered here to celebrate the Poorna Shiksha Samavarthana-2024. This marks the first official celebration of awarding course completion certificates to our outgoing MBA students. A very good afternoon to all. Greetings of the day to our esteemed guests. His Holiness Sri Sri Ishapriya Tirtha Swamiji, President of Udupi Sri Adamaru Mutt Education Council, Bangalore, Chairman of Poorna Prajna Institute of Management Governing Council, and the Honorable President of today's program, Sri Professor Dr. M. Shivarama Muditaya, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Nitte deemed to be University, Mangaluru, and today's distinguished chief guest, Sri Professor Dr. Ananta Padmanabha Bhatt, Honorary Administrative Officer of Udupi, Sri Adamaru Mutt Education Council, Bangalore, and Poorna Prajna Group of Institutions, our esteemed guest of honor, Sri Dr. C.S. Chandrasekhar, Chairman of Adarsha Education Trust and Adarsha Hospital, and Honorary Secretary of Poorna Prajna Institute of Management, Governing Council, dignitaries of the dais, respected colleagues, invited guests, alumni, students, and those joining us virtually, including parents and well-wishers. Today we are celebrating the Poorna Shiksha Samavarthana-2024, where our outgoing MBA students will receive their course completion certificates and a special memento. Poorna Prajna Institute of Management has been shaping MBA graduates since 2006, and we proudly mark 18 years of imparting value-based management education under the visionary leadership and guidance of our current president of Udupi, Sri Adamaru Mutt Education Council, and chairman of governing body of Poorna Prajna Institute of Management, His Holiness Sri Sri Isha Priya Tirtha Swamiji. Poorna Prajna Institute of Management has embarked on a journey of reimagination, implementing a turnaround strategy aimed at accelerated growth and positioning the institution as a leader in global business education and research. The key initiatives of this turnaround strategy include expanding MBA enrollment from 60 to 120 students, creating opportunities for more young talents and aspirants, introducing an MCA program to offer a blend of management and technology education, cultivating leadership through dynamic role models, leveraging our autonomy for curriculum innovation, aligning with the demands of the global market, offering value-added subjects that enhance employability and foster entrepreneurship, preparing students for gig economy by building a foundation in entrepreneurship through internship and incubationship programs, establishing Poorna Prajna publication for scholarly contributions through articles, books, journals, and conference proceedings, creating Poorna Prajna ubiquitous digital library providing anytime, anywhere access to learning resources, launching the Poorna Prajna consultation services for an earn while you learn or earn while you teach opportunity for both students and faculties, founding Poorna Prajna Incubator to support startup business ideas, offering intellectual property rights support including copyrights and patents to encourage new idea generation, and implementing Poorna Prajna integrated student development model with 12 sub-models. We assure to our President, His Holiness Sri Sri Isha Priya Swamiji, that we are dedicated to elevating this institution to one of the top global institutes for business management and technology. In this first Poorna Prajna Shiksha Samavarthana program, our 60 outgoing MBA students will receive their course completion certificates from our esteemed chief guest. They will also take an oath to uphold human values and contribute as responsible citizens of the country. We are deeply honored by the presence of His Holiness Sri Sri Isha Priya Tirtha Swamiji, our beloved and highly learned President. His profound expertise in both Tantra Shastra, Engineering and Technology, and Tattva Shastra, Indian spiritual philosophy, is a blessing for us. Swamiji's guidance has been instrumental in the development of our graduates, and we heartily welcome you, Swamiji. I extend my warm welcome to our distinguished chief guest, Professor Dr. M.S. Muditaya, a pioneer in Indian higher education and research, and the esteemed Vice Chancellor of NITTE deemed to be University, which is 66th top NIRF ranked institution, university of our country. Dr. Muditaya's illustrious journey from an ideal teacher at SDM Mangalore to principal, founding director of KS Hegde Management Institute, NITTE, director of International Affairs of NITTE deemed University, Pro Vice Chancellor of NITTE deemed to be University, and now heading and leading NITTE deemed to be University as its Vice Chancellor is truly inspiring. Professor Muditaya, being an advisor of Poorna Prajna group of institutions, and though returned from his official USA trip yesterday, has accepted our invitation and being with us for this Poorna Shiksha Samavarthana-2024 program on behalf of Udupi Sri Adamarmat Education Council, Poorna Prajna group of institutions, Poorna Prajna Institute of Management, and on behalf of all of us gathered here, I wholeheartedly welcome you, sir. I also welcome our guest of honor, Professor Dr. Ananta Padmanabha Bhatt, who has been an ideal teacher, philosopher, and guide for many, including myself. His contribution to redefine career goals of numerous students are invaluable, and it is an honor to have him for administering the executive oath along with his blessing to our outgoing graduates today. Thank you for your presence, sir, and welcome you to this program. We are privileged to welcome Sri Dr. C.S. Chandrasekhar, Chairman of Adarsha Super Speciality Hospital and Adarsha Group of Education Institutions, and a key figure in the Poorna Prajna Institute of Management success. His leadership, innovation, and dedication continue to drive the growth of this institution, and we look forward to his blessings for our graduates. Welcome you, sir. I also extend a warm welcome to Dr. M.R. Hegde, founder, principal of Poorna Prajna Institute of Management, principals of our sister concerns, Dr. Ramuel, Dr. Sukanya Mary, Professor Pratima Baliga, Dr. M.V. Somayaji, and my senior colleagues, Vice Principal of Principal Professor Vinayak Pai, and other esteemed professors from various departments of Poorna Prajna sister institutions. To our outgoing MBA graduates, after 2 years of rigorous learning and personal growth, today is a moment of pride and accomplishment for you. Welcome you all to this program. Welcome also to our first year MBA and MCA students and all invited guests and media representatives. I also welcome all our parents and guests who are watching this program online through Poorna Prajna YouTube channel. As I conclude this welcome speech, I recall our guiding motto, Vidya Manovikasaya Natu Vrittihi. Vidya Manovikasaya Natu Vrittihi. Education is our passion, not profession. Education is our passion, not our profession. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, sir, for such a very comprehensive, inclusive welcome. Now, I request our esteemed director to offer a floral welcome to the dignitaries on the dais. And I invite Dr. Bharat to offer a floral welcome to our director. We are deeply honored to recognize and welcome our esteemed dignitaries of the stage. We extend our heartfelt appreciation to Dr. Ramu L, Principal of Poorna Prajna College, Dr. Sukanya Mary, Principal of Sri Poorna Prajna Evening College, Professor Pratima Baliga, Principal of Poorna Prajna Pre-University College, Dr. M.V. Somayaji, Professor and Coordinator of the Postgraduate Department of Commerce at SPEC, Emeritus Professors of PM Dr. Krishna Patai, Dr. Vinay Prabhu, Professor Nityananda, Professor Kodancha, Mr. Nagesh, and our very own, very dear faculty members of MCOM department, Professor Sridaksha and all her team members. A very warm welcome to you. I request our faculty members sitting in front as well as at the back to offer a floral welcome to all of them. I request Professor Denu, Professor Shivanand, Professor Sujata to facilitate the offering floral welcome to the dignitaries seated off the dais. I request our MCA faculty members, Priya and Sneha, to offer a floral welcome to our MCOM faculty members. Now it is time for the inauguration of the program through the ceremonial lighting of the lamp. I humbly request His Holiness Swamiji to kindly do us the honor of inaugurating the program, and I also invite the dignitaries on the stage to join the same. I now invite Dr. A.P. Bhatt, former principal of Poorna Prajna College and the current honorary administrative officer of Udupi Sri Admarmat Education Council, to lead the oath-taking ceremony. I request all our outgoing students to kindly rise, stretch your right hand forward and repeat the oath as read by Dr. A.P. Bhatt.
परम पूज्य ಅನಿಸಿಪೂರ್ವಕ ನಮನಗಳನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ವೇದಿಕೆ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಗಣ್ಯರೇ ಮತ್ತು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿನಿಯರೇ, ನನಗೆ ಈ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಓದ್ತೇನೆ ತಾವು ಹೇಳಿ. ನಂತರ 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ 1 ನಿಮಿಷ, ನನಗೆ 2 ನಿಮಿಷ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ನನಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆ ಮಾತನ್ನು ಕಡೆಗಾಗ್ತೇನೆ. Shall we start? Can you? I don't know what is the procedure for that. Is it okay?
Yes.
Okay. It's a process of oath taking. ನೀವೀಗ ಹೃದಯ ಸ್ಪರ್ಶಿಯಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಸತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. ನಾನು ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. I, please say your name. It must be louder, I say. I. Mention your name. ತಮ್ಮ ಹೆಸರು ಹೇಳಿ. I. Having successfully completed my post-graduation in business administration from Poorna Prajna Institute of Management, Udupi. On this auspicious day, solemnly pledge to pursue continuous learning and excellence and use of my knowledge to benefit of society. Stay humble and compassionate, using my success to help others. Uphold integrity and ethical conduct. Also act as a responsible citizen of this nation. Honor the values and legacy of my alma mater in all I do. Render my service in promoting unity in diversity, and hence contribute to nation integrity in all my future endeavors. Thank you. I have one more minute, so hope I can start. ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಸಂಭ್ರಮವೋ ಸಂಭ್ರಮ. ನಮ್ಮ MBA ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಭ್ರಮೋತ್ಸವ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಇದೊಂದು ಉತ್ಸವ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಐತಾಳರು ಯಾಕೆ ಹೆಸರು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಆಲೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಪೂರ್ಣ ಶಿಕ್ಷಾ ಸಮಾವರ್ತನ. ಎಕ್ಸಲೆಂಟ್ ನೇಮ್, ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. ನಾವು ಒಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಆಶ್ರಯ ಪರಂಪರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಉಪಕರ್ಮ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಉಪಕರ್ಮ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಋಷಿ ಮುನಿಗಳು ಒಂದಿಷ್ಟು ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಜ್ಞಾನ ರಾಶಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಈ ವರ್ಷ ನಾನು ಇಂತಿಷ್ಟು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಇಂತಿಷ್ಟು ಕಲ್ತದ್ದನ್ನ ನಾನು ತಮಗೆ ಸಮರ್ಪಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ, ಮುಂದೆ ಬರುವ ವರ್ಷ ನಾನು ಏನು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ಹಾಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳುವುದೇ ಉಪಕರ್ಮ. ಬಹುಶಃ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಮೂಡಿತಾಯ ಹೇಳಬಹುದು, ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯವರು ಕಾನ್ವೊಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಕಾನ್ವೊಕೇಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಗವರ್ನರ್ ಕರೆದು, ಈ ವರ್ಷ ನಮ್ಮ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಥ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಈ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಗವರ್ನರ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಸುವಂತಹ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಬಹುಶಃ ಅದು ಕಾನ್ವೊಕೇಶನ್ ಅಂತ. ನನಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಭ್ರಮ ಆಗ್ತಿರೋದು ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ನೀವು ಸಮಾವರ್ತನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ. 2 ವರ್ಷದ ಅಧ್ಯಯನವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ನಿತ್ಯ ನೀವು ಪ್ರೇಯರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಏನದು? ತ್ವಮೇವ ಮಾತಾ ಚ ಪಿತಾ ತ್ವಮೇವ ತ್ವಮೇವ ಬಂಧುಶ್ಚ ಸಖಾ ತ್ವಮೇವ. ತ್ವಮೇವ ಮಾತಾ, ನೀನೇ ತಾಯಿ, ನೀನೇ ತಂದೆ, ನೀನೇ ಸಖ. ಯಾರು ತ್ವಮೇವ ವಿದ್ಯಾ ದ್ರವಿಣಂ ತ್ವಮೇವ ತ್ವಮೇವ ಸರ್ವಂ ಮಮ ದೇವ ದೇವ. ಆ ದೇವರು ಯಾರು? ರೈತಾಳರು ಒಂದು ಮಾತು ಹೇಳಿದರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಆಶ್ರಯ ಪರಂಪರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಪಡೆದ ನಂತರ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ. ಬಹುಶಃ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಏನದು? ಸತ್ಯಂ ಮಾತಾ ಪಿತಾ ಜ್ಞಾನಂ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಂದ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಸತ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಬದುಕಬೇಕು. ಹೇಗೆ? ತಾಯಿಯನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ತಾಯಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಸತ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾನು ಬದುಕಬೇಕು. ಸತ್ಯಂ ಮಾತಾ. ಜ್ಞಾನ ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು? ತಂದೆಯ ಹಾಗೆ, ನನ್ನ ಜ್ಞಾನವೇ ತಂದೆ. ಸತ್ಯಂ ಮಾತಾ ಪಿತಾ ಜ್ಞಾನಂ ಧರ್ಮೋ ಭ್ರಾತೃ ದಯಾ ಸಖಾ. ಈ ಸಮಾಜದ ಎಲ್ಲರೊಂದಿಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಮಾಣಿಕವಾಗಿ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗದ ಹಾಗೆ ನಾನು ಬದುಕುದುಂಟಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಧರ್ಮ ಅಂತಲ್ವೇ? ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಒಂದು ಉಪನಿಷತ್ತು ವಾಕ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮ ಆಶ್ರಯ ಪರಂಪರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ಒಂದು ಸಂಭ್ರಮದ ಕ್ಷಣದಲ್ಲಿ ತಾವಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ನನ್ನ 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ಮುಗಿತಾ ಬಂದಿತು, ಆದ್ರೆ ತಾವು ಓದಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ನಾನು ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಕೊಥಾಯವರ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಈ ರೀತಿಯ ಸಂಭ್ರಮೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಭಾರತೀಯ ಪರಂಪರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಹಾಸು ಹೊಕ್ಕಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಸಂಭ್ರಮ ಬೇಕು. ಈ ಉತ್ಸವಗಳು ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಇಂಥ ಉತ್ಸವಗಳು ಬೇಕು ಸ್ವಾಮಿ. ನಾನು ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಆ ಆತ್ಮ ಖುಷಿ ಪಡ್ತುಂಟಲ್ಲ, ನಾನು ಅದು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಫಿನಿಶ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಓದಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಂತ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆತ್ಮಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಮುಂದೆ ಏನ್ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಈ ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ, ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಂಭ್ರಮದ ಕ್ಷಣ ತುಂಬಾ ಖುಷಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಐತಾಳರು ಈ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಗೌರವದ ಕೆಲಸ ನನಗೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮಾನ್ಯರಾದಂತಹ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಸರ್ ಮೂಡಿತ್ತಾಯರು ಒಂದು ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಅವರು ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ಮೇಟ್ ಆದರೂ ಈಗ ವಿಶ್ವವಿಖ್ಯಾತ ನಿನ್ನೆ ತಾನೇ ಬಹುಶಃ 30-40 ದೇಶಗಳೇ ತಿರುಗಿ ಬಂದವರು. ಪರಮ ಪೂಜ್ಯರ ಎದುರುಗಡೆ ನನಗೆ ಈ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟದ್ದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ವಂದಿಸ್ತಾ, ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಶುಭವಾಗಲಿ. ತಾವೇನು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಓದ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಸಮಾಜಕ್ಕೆ ತಮ್ಮ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಕೆಲಸ ಆಗಲಿ, ತಮ್ಮ ಭವಿಷ್ಯ ಉಜ್ವಲ ಆಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಆಶಿಸ್ತಾ ನಾನು ಮಾತು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
Thank you, sir. In the words of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, great dreams of great dreamers are always transcended. With that thought, it is now my honor to invite the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Nitte deemed to be University to address the gathering. We are eager to hear your insights and words of wisdom as our esteemed chief guest.
His Holiness Sri Yeshapriya Tirtha Swamiji, I seek your blessings as ever. Guests of honor, Professor Dr. A.P. Bhatt, Dr. G.H. Chandrasekhar, the Director of the Institute, Dr. P.S. Aital, all the senior faculty members, heads of sister institutions of Poorna Prajna group of institutions, learned members of the teaching fraternity from the group of institutions, invitees, and most importantly, the students who are graduating today, who are going to get the certificate of completion of the degree of the postgraduate degree, rather Master of Business Administration. At the very outset, let me congratulate you. It's a great feeling. It's a product of not just your tapasya, but the tapasya of your parents, your teachers, and the entire society that has made great contributions in ensuring that you reach this level and you become part of these celebrations. It is rightly said that I just came back from US yesterday. I was on a 3-week-long tour of different universities in Japan and US. I must tell you that the way you started the procession, as I was coming here, the Vishnu Sahasranama was being chanted. And I'm just reminded, I must tell you this. I was part of a convocation ceremony in US. And you would be surprised to know that they call it a commencement. I'll tell you why they call it the commencement program. The Vice Chancellor of the university blew the shankha, the conch, what we call the shankhanada, to start the convocation ceremony, what they call the commencement ceremony. You all know that shankha symbolizes creation, and as you complete your education, you are supposed to be doing that. The creation of the new knowledge, pushing the boundaries of knowledge, and to create something that the whole humanity would appreciate. You also know that the Shankha is associated with the Lord Vishnu. We all pray in the land of Sri Krishna. I was just thinking that if they could start the commencement ceremony by blowing Shankha with the Shankhanada, have we forgotten our tradition and have we forgotten our strength? Ladies and gentlemen, I wrote down something and I thought I will tell you about that, but I would like to slightly change my speech today and make it more appropriate to the situation. First of all, I congratulate you. Generally, we say that you have completed Master of Business Administration. I would say that this is the commencement. I would take a lesson from them. This is the commencement because you learned a lot of theories. The first theory that the MBAs learn is how to maximize. You learn about the maximization of the economic welfare of the owners of the organization. The economic welfare, the maximization of the economic welfare, which is reflected in the form of the increased value of the shares in the stock market of your company. And you would be looking at the top line so as to ensure that the bottom line never suffers and the organization with which you are working is always on the profit lines and it is profitable. You have learned many theories. You have learned the theory of the value chain analysis and how business should be looked at as a value and how you should focus on every element of the value chain so that your surplus at the end of the year improves and you march towards your objective of maximization of the economic welfare. You have also learned the theories wherein you learn how to build competitiveness for your organization, how to create competitive advantage for your organization, and also how to sustain the competitive advantage that you have created for your organization. You have learned about how to be strategic both at the personal and at the organization level, and how to steer the destiny of your organization towards the desired goal. All these theories we have learned. My dear friends, at least in practice, there is a difference between theory and practice. And therefore, this shall be called the commencement because it is from this day you are going to experiment. You are going to find out how these theories work. This is something like an essence, the Rasna essence. Unless you dilute and drink, it will not be tasty. And therefore, what is required is all the theories that you have learned will have to be contextualized, will have to be applied to the given field and the context and try to apply those theories. This is not an easy task. So far, everything, the portion for the examination is to end when the semester is over. The next semester, what is done here is not relevant. But it is not so. No more semester examinations. No more supportive teachers. Whatever you say, they accept. As if they have not understood what you have done. Alright? Now, no more, for that matter, the supporting parents. No more they can support you. It's time that you supported them. And therefore, the world is going to be more, not theoretical, but it is going to be more practical. Under such an environment, what should happen? It is very easy to be proud of the degree that you got. But you should remember that degree is just a passport. The visa, if you want to go to another place, the visa is to be earned by your ability to contextualize the theory that you have learned and ensure that you move forward. Ladies and gentlemen, as you complete your Master of Business Administration, I wish to give you a few words of wisdom, which is based on, again, the Indian wisdom only. First theory that you must understand to apply is that yad bhavam tat bhavati. What it means is the inner thoughts would be deciding, it would be manifested in the form of the results. And therefore, your bhava, that is very, very important. It is said that, our elders always used to say, take care of your thoughts. Why? Because your thoughts will become your words. Your words would become your actions. Your actions would become your habit. Your habit would become your character. And your character would decide your destiny. And therefore, what is required? Yad bhavam tad bhavati. And therefore, ensure that the good thoughts come to you. As an administrator, as a successful businessman, as a successful entrepreneur, as you succeed, the evil will take over the good. It is likely to happen. If it happens, it is but natural, and therefore it is essential to ensure that your thoughts are being taken care of. And that's why a great German philosopher at some point of time said, "I think, therefore I am." Get my point? I think, therefore I am. So what you are going to be would be a product of your thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, I must also tell you that the world we are living in has become an integrated, interdependent global economy, like never before. We thought that when Russia and Ukraine started the war, we thought in 2 days it would be over. Why? Because we thought Russia is so very powerful, and therefore the Ukraine could be ruined in no time. But still it is going on. In a highly integrated and interdependent global economy that we are today, you can't afford to say, "I will not look at you." You need everybody. If you say, "I will not look at you," the other person can also say, "I will also not look at you." The world, maybe the small world, maybe your family into which you are born. You can't afford to say, "I will not talk to my mother, I will not talk to my father, brother or sister." That's not going to help you. And on the same line, as we have become more integrated and interdependent, between the understanding the global geopolitical scenario is very, very important. Today, all the masters of business administration, I must tell you that you should develop a global vision and a local focus. Application, you have to be local, whereas your vision is concerned, you have to be global. You see, the whole world is something like the 5 fingers. Now, the thumb finger, Asia, we are in the thumb finger, Asia, okay? That's considered the thumb finger. Then the index finger, the European continent is considered the index finger. Why? Because they showed the way, whether it is the constitution that we have or the industrial revolution, whatsoever. Then there is a middle finger I don't even want to raise, which is the America, Canada, America, and so on. These countries are considered by North America is considered the middle finger. And then there is the ring finger. Why ring finger? Because South America is considered the ring finger. Why? Because of their tango, samba, the dance forms and things like that. Very romantic and very fun-loving kind of people in that continent. And you will find that this particular continent, of course, after dancing and so on, you will find out from where I can get the ring. You know what I mean? Okay, and then you should also know there is a little finger. Each one is different. Little finger is considered the African continent with 54 countries, with nearly 13% of the population, but only 3 or 4% of the GDP of the whole world is considered the little finger. Please try to understand today. Today the stock market has fallen like anything. Why? The fears that in the Israel, Iran, and the Palestine kind of conflict is likely to affect the whole world. So whatever happens today in one part of the world, it will happen to the other part of the world also. Even in a family, if your world is only your family, please try to understand. If all in your family are unhappy and unhealthy, and only you are healthy, you will fall. Sooner or later, you will fall unwell, taking care of all others. And therefore, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu is a kind of concept. In a way, possibly there is some self-interest also in that. And therefore, if you want to have a better world to do your business with, now you need have a global perspective, and the concept of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam as given by others, universal brotherhood. This is what India has taught to others, and therefore you need to try to understand that. Has India not got the benefit out of this? India's soft power and India's thoughts on these lines has actually helped us. Otherwise, look at I'm 66 today, and I remember my childhood days so very well. What was the condition of India? India had just got the freedom for nearly 2 centuries. We were ruled by British, and after that we got the freedom. At that time, the image of India was that the begging bowl image. Okay, and people used to say Indians can never come up, and you can't really be a nation that would be recognized by others. But what happened? Now, at the time of when we got independence, hardly 11% of our population had literacy. Okay, now today it is more than 80%. You'll find the longevity of life was just 32 years. People used to live for just 32 years, and today it is 67.24 years. And if you see the size of the economy, our economy was just 30 billion economy. And today we are nearly becoming 4 trillion economy. And today we are debating whether we are the 5th largest or the 4th largest, whether Japan has gone back or Germany is likely to go back. And by 2027, very clearly, India is going to be the 3rd largest economy in the whole world. And the saga would continue. The way we are developing very clearly by 2047. This is not a political statement, what politicians say, but someone who is having some insight into economics and someone who can interpret and predict would certainly say India would become a developed economy by 2047, and you are going to be the beneficiaries of that. And therefore, please have a global perspective in all that you do. Don't expect that in your neighborhood you should get a job. Don't expect that only you will interact with the people with whom you are comfortable and who can speak your language, who belong to your community or anything of that sort. It is essential to accept and to have a global perspective in all that you do. And the power of dharma has already been mentioned. It is very important for all of us who believe that there can be transformation through education, that education is the right route to acquiring wealth and performing dharma, the righteousness. It is rightly said, Vidya dadati vinayam, vinayati yati patrata, patratva dhanamapnoti, dhanat dharma, tata sukha. So how do you make use of how should you earn? Only through education, higher education, the intellectual capital is the biggest capital when compared to any other social capital or economic capital. And therefore, you are lucky that your postgraduates today, you have acquired the most important weapon. You are empowered by education, and therefore this would certainly improve your entitlements and also your enablements. This is going to happen, and therefore what is important is, as you are educated, try to ensure that righteousness, dharma, palana is very, very important. Similarly, my dear friends, the spirit of Kshama and Tapasya. The Jamshedji Tata's, I am referring to the grand old Tata, when he declared in 1906 that he will start producing steel in this country. The name of the company is Tata Steel. At some point of time it was called Tisco and so on. Don't worry about that. When Tata Steel announced that it will make steel in this country, at that time one Frederick Upcott was the head of Indian Railways. Railways were the biggest consumers of steel, and at that point of time, Frederick Upcott, who was the head of Indian Railways, he gives a statement. He says, if Tatas can make steel, I will gulp every ounce of the steel made by Tatas. What does that mean? That means to say, Indians can't do it, and Tatas can't produce steel, and therefore it is just dreaming. Now, immediately, the next day that the statement was given in the newspaper, the assistant of Tata's the old Tata, he came running to him and he said, this is a statement Frederick Upcott has given, and therefore we should give a counter statement indicating the date of starting the production in our factory. Then the old Tata said, look at his wisdom. He said, Kshama is very, very important. Okay? He said, if at all you want to give a statement, give in the 100th year of our company. Let's now start our work. Let's focus on our work. Please remember, I don't know how many of you have read it in newspapers. It was exactly in the year 2006. As a part of the centenary celebrations of Tata Steel, Tata's took over a company called Chorus, UK-based, Chorus, which was 3 times larger than Tata's themselves. And that's the way you need respond to your detractors. Ladies and gentlemen, when you succeed, there will be so many detractors. There will be so many, you will be envied by others. But what is required is, you should have the Kshama, and your duty, you should take it as a tapasya. As the Lord Krishna said, Karmanyeva Vadikaraste, Maplesh Kadachana. Keep doing your work. Today or tomorrow you will be rewarded. Today or tomorrow you will be rewarded. You want most of you like you like instant food. And similarly, you also want instant gratification. Whatever you have done now, immediately you should get the result. That's not going to happen. Life is not like that. In theory, you are right, but in practice, it is not going to be. And therefore, the spirit of Kshama and Tapasya, the patience and perseverance, the dedication, and which gives the resilience to you, that's very, very important. And at the same time, as you succeed, my dear friends, one other thing that comes to you is your inability to balance the artha, kama and moksha. This is another important area. When you get materialistically, you become very, very strong. Lot many thoughts come into your mind, and therefore it is likely that you may forget the route that you are supposed to follow. And therefore it is very important to ensure that you maintain that balance. Similarly, as the MBAs, you are going to be very, very powerful tomorrow. You will be reaching the positions of decision making. Even in decision making, there are 2-3 stages like deciding not to decide, deciding to decide, and finally taking a decision. But then, for some time, you may avoid a problem by deciding not to decide. Okay? But at one stage or the other, you will have to take a decision to take the decision, and finally you have to decide. And therefore, my dear friends, as you do that, your decisions would be impacting many. And therefore, what is required is you should believe in the concept of seva. The seva manobhava has to be there. And therefore, I would say that you need to have the seva manobhava to all the stakeholders. So, the first stakeholder is the one who has put money into whatever business or whatever activity. You have a responsibility to the person who has put their money. It may be shareholders in case of companies, it may be partners in case of partnership firm, whatsoever. And dear friends, similarly, the employees, the success of the organization, ensuring the success of the organization is very, very important, because if the organization is not there, none of us are there. And therefore, you need to take care of that. Similarly, the customers, similarly, the society, and therefore, the social responsibility of the organization also become very, very important. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very happy that today you are graduating, and today possibly is the last opportunity for you to listen to people like me, because tomorrow others will have to listen to you, because you are going to be in administrative positions. And therefore, I only wish to remind you that life is very, very short. It is said, ಒಂದು ಎರಡಾಗುವುದೇ ಜನನ, those who know Kannada. ಒಂದು ಎರಡಾಗುವುದೇ ಜನನ, ಎರಡು ಒಂದಾಗುವುದೇ ಮಿಲನ, ಒಂದು ಸೊನ್ನೆಯಾಗುವುದೇ ಮರಣ. And what happens in between is jivana. It is very, very short, my dear friends. It is very, very short. And therefore, you have an option. I will give an option. What you want to be tomorrow? People, there are 3 categories available. One is those who make things happen, if you are listening to me. The second one is those who watch things happening. And the third one is those who wonder what happened. Where you want to be. Those who make things happen are the people who plan, prepare, work, pursue, and ensure that their dreams come true. Success for them is not a matter of chance, but is a matter of choice. I wish that your success will be a matter of choice for you. The God's blessings will be there, Swamiji's blessings will be there, and you all will be very, very successful. And when you succeed, you will remember your institution, you will connect with your alma mater, you will remember your teachers, you will remember your parents, and say thank you, and thank you. May God bless you.
Thank you, sir, for inspiring us with your rich knowledge and experience. Your insights have enriched our program indeed. Now I humbly request His Holiness Swamiji to felicitate our chief guest and offer a memento as a token of our love and respect towards him. And I request Professor Dr. Muditaya to receive the same from our Swamiji. I request Swamiji to offer mementos to Dr. G.S. Chandrasekhar, the Honorable Secretary of the Governing Council of the institution. I respectfully to Dr. Deepa. Now, I humbly request His Holiness Swamiji to give his Ashirvachana for all of us. Okay, before Swamiji blesses us all, we have Dr. G.S. Chandrasekhar, the Honorable Secretary of the Governing Council of our institution. Our students have seen him, heard him, and he has inspired all the students very much throughout their journey. So I request him to speak a few words.
At the outset, I would like to offer my humble salams to the founder president of the First Institute of Management, Sri Udupi Swamiji, and of course the next president, Sri Swamiji, and the president of our Government Education Council, Sri Swamiji, and the respected deans and rallies, especially Professor Muditaya, and the Honorable Administrative Officer, Professor A.P. Bhatt, and Dr. Haithal, who is the one actually behind the shows, and all the teaching faculty and all the students. In fact, I told Haithal that I am not going to speak today, but basically because I've been always talking one or the other time regarding the ventures and all those things. But in fact, I was very much thrilled the way the Professor Muditaya has put into my students. In fact, he has started from everything and ended how exactly we have to face the future. So my dear friends, today I'm second thing most happy is the way our this one is read, especially the what exactly we call the Hippocratic Code in medicine. Today our ITHOL has created a course completion day vote for the MBA graduates. Actually, that's what I mean, because usually in medicine when we take a Hippocratic Code, we always tell we don't look at ourselves, we always look at the patient's perspective as a first, and we never harm any patients intentionally. Sometimes we may do harm unintentionally, especially what we did in the COVID when we are not having any exact treatment modality when it started in the year 2019. So that's why today I'm very happy that ITHOL has taken the work from you people, because on the other day when I had to a very famous literature and a politician, he was talking about when you are probably the what Murtha has already explained, when we got the independence, the literacy rate was hardly about 11%. Today, how 80% literacy rate. The crime rate is reversed now. The crime rate is, that time the literacy rate was 11%, the crime rate was not much, but now the crime rate is increased. Who is held responsible for this? Whether it is because of education, we educated our students to become more crimer. So that's what I felt very happy when the our ITHOL read out this oath has clearly mentioned, whatever we do, we always do for the good of the society, not for ourselves. That's the number one. And number two, actually Mudita has clearly mentioned, when we have that Kshamadhana, unless otherwise we have that Kshamadhana, we'll never become a good entrepreneur. Because I always tell I'm an entrepreneur, but even now I think I am more polite in hospital than any of my employees. Because so many of the times when my patient comes, they are my clients. Of course, they are my customers. Sir, I can speak to you, I cannot speak to reception people, I cannot speak to security people. So that is what actually I heard. That is why the more important is the politeness in any entrepreneurship, the politeness is a must, and you should be humble. And even if you do the things, even if you know the things, always hear to others before taking any decisions. That gives you the better decision than anything else. So anyway, I don't want to talk more because I thought it's very particular that we have to finish in 1 hour, and of course Swamiji has to give his blessings. So my dear friends, I think, so it is the song of the students, it is the song of our teaching faculty, all the teaching faculties and the previous director, they have taken enough, lot of time to teach some skills. That is more important. Because Mudita has clearly told in US, always let us start with the Shankunada, but I am the firm believer of that. Because I did my MD, but I started like learning medicine after I finished my MD. I never learned medicine while I was doing the MD. That's why probably you are going to learn over a course of time once you start into the field. That's what I always wish, because what Poorna Prajna has given is the basic skills and the basic knowledge. Tomorrow, if you want to become a CEO of the great company, so probably you have to mold over a course of time. So probably you have to improve in all respects. Now your outlook, your communication, your dedication, determination, hard work, smart work, what and all we say, and you should be humble to the core, and you should always think reasonably. Then only you can become a good CEO of a good company. So with this, I don't want to talk more. So probably our students have all the ability. Our teachers has given you the basic skills. Probably you have to mold your skill over a course of time. So at the age of now, I am 62, I am learning the medicine now. I never say I learned the medicine because I am in the hand in the medicine. So I am telling you, so learning is going to there as long as you are in the business. Because the business is a changing thing. Because unless otherwise keep on changing ourselves, unless otherwise keep on mold ourselves, we cannot be in this competition of global competition. Because that's what Lamudataya was stressing about. Think locally, act globally. Think locally, act globally. That's what entrepreneurship should do. So with this, I wish you all the best. So probably you are not only carrying the degree, you are carrying our Swamiji's blessings with you, and you are carrying the sensible things, and don't do any harm to the society and community, even if you don't do good thing. Thank you one and all. God bless you all.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom and advice. Now I respectfully request His Holiness Swamiji to bestow his Ashirvachana upon us. Your blessings and guidance are greatly valued.
Hare Krishna. Today we are in a special occasion where for the first time we are conducting this program, Poorna, Shiksha, Samavarthana. As rightly said by MS Muditaya, you have to mix the ideas, what you learned here, just like ರಸ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಟ್ರಲ್ಲ ಅವರು, ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ರಿಯಲ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡಬೇಕು. ಸಮವರ್ತನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ನಾತಕ ಪದವಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಒಬ್ಬ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ 12 ವರ್ಷ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಒಂದು ಅವಭೃತ ಸ್ನಾನ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಆವಾಗ ಗುರುಗಳೇ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಕೆಲವೊಂದಷ್ಟು ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನಗಳನ್ನು ಗುರುಗಳು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ನಂತರ ಅವನು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಇರಬಹುದಾದ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ, ಈ ಥರದೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ಶ್ರೀರಮಣ ಐತಾಳ್ ಅವರು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಏನು ಆ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಬೇಕಾಗುವಂಥ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಪದಗಳನ್ನೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಡಿತಾಯರು ಇವತ್ತು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋದಾಗ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದರೆ ಆಗ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದದ್ದು ವೇದಾಧ್ಯಯನ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮಾತಿದೆ, ಅದು ಈಗಲೂ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಅದೇನೆಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಜಾತಂತು ಮಾ ವ್ಯವಚ್ಛೇತ್ಸಿಹಿ ಅಂತ. ನಮ್ಮವರೆಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಇದು ಸಂಬಂಧವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಓದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೂ ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಆದರೆ ಕೇಳಿ, ನಮ್ಮವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ತಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾನು ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ 40 ವರ್ಷದ ತನಕ ಸೆಟ್ಲ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಲ್ಲೇ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. 40 ವರ್ಷ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಮದುವೆ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಮದುವೆ ಆಗೋ ವಯಸ್ಸೇ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅದು, ಮದುವೆ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಹತ್ತಿರ ಹೋದರೆ IVF ಸೆಂಟರ್ಗಳು ಒಂದು ರಾಶಿ ಇದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಮಕ್ಕಳಾಗದೇ ಇರೋ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ಮಾಣ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸರಿಯಾದ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗೋ ಸಮಯಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಆ ರೀತಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಇದು ಈ ಸಭೆ ಹೌದೋ ಇದು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸರಿ ಅಲ್ವೋ ಹೌದಾ ಅಲ್ವೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ. ಆದರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆದರೆ ದೇಶಕ್ಕೆ ಭವಿಷ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲ. ದೇಶ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಯಂಗ್ಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅವರು ಕೂಡ ಸಂತೋಷವಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಮತ್ತು ದೇಶದ ಸುಸ್ಥಿತಿಗೆ ಅವರು ಕಾರಣ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವರ ಮನೆಯ ದಿನಗಳು ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ನೀವು ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದನ್ನು, ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಸರಿಯಾದ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ಸನ್ನು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. ದೇವರ ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸದಾ ಇರಲಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ನಾನು ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಸಂಚಾರ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ, ಡೆಮೋಗ್ರಫಿಕ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಂಥದ್ದು ತುಂಬ ಬದಲಾವಣೆಗಳು ಏನು ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಈ ಮಾತು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೀವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ದೇಶದ ಭವಿಷ್ಯ ನೀವು ಒಂದು 100 ವರ್ಷ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಡೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೇನು ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿಯನ್ನು ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ ಮುಂದೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಜನ್ರೇಷನ್ನಿಗೆ ಅದು ಕೊಡದೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಆವಾಗ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಯಾವ ಥರ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ರಸ್ತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದರೆ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಹಳ್ಳಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದರೂ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್, ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಪೇಪರ್ಗಳು ರಸ್ತೆ ಬದಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಲಿಕೆ ಮತ್ತು ನಿಮ್ಮ ದುಡಿಮೆ ಇಂತಹ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ಸರಿ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತಾ? ಅಟ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಅದರಿಂದ ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಒಂದು ಸಂಪತ್ತನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಬೇಕು. ಸಂಪತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ವಿಷಯಗಳೇ ಸಂಪತ್ತಲ್ಲ. ನಿಜವಾಗಿ ಒಳಗಡೆಯಿಂದ ಮನೋ ನೆಮ್ಮದಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ದೊಡ್ಡ ಸಂಪತ್ತು. ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದು ನೆಮ್ಮದಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರಯೋಜನ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ದೇವರ ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸದಾ ಇರಲಿ ಅಂತ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ, ಇಂತಹ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿನ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ವೃಂದದವರಿಗೆ, ವಿಶೇಷವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಚಂದ್ರಶೇಖರ್, ಎ.ಪಿ. ಭಟ್ರು, ಇವರು ಕೂಡ ಎಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ತಮ್ಮ ಸಮಯ ನೀಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸ್ತಾ, ಶ್ರೀರಮಣ ಐತಾಳ್ರು ಒಂದು ಕೀ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಲಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಹೊಸ ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು, ಅವರ ಅನುಭವಗಳನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಶ್ರೇಯಸ್ಸಾಗಲಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ವಿಶೇಷ ದೇವರ ಅನುಗ್ರಹ ಇರಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಶ್ರೀರಮಣ ಐತಾಳ್ ಅವರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ, ಬಹಳ ಸಮಯದ ಒತ್ತಡದ ನಡುವೆ ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಒಂದು 20 ದೇಶ ಈಗ ಸುತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು 20 ದಿವಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು ದೇಶಗಳನ್ನು, ಹಿಂದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಒಂದು ಎಜುಕೇಷನಲ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ನಡೆಸುವಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಕಲ್ತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬರಬೇಕು. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇಶಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಅದರ ಮಾರನೇ ದಿವಸವೇ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನಿನ್ನೆ ಒಂದೆರಡು ದಿನದ ಹಿಂದೆ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಷ್ಟೇ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರ ಸಮಯವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಮುಡಿತಾರಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ವಿಶೇಷ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ, ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಶ್ರೇಯಸ್ಸಾಗಲಿ. ಹರೇ ಕೃಷ್ಣ.
Thank you, Swamiji, for your blessings and guidance. Your words inspire us, and we are deeply grateful for your presence and blessings. Now, we proceed to the awarding of the course completion certificates by our esteemed chief guest, accompanied by the Secretary of the Governing Council of our institution, Dr. G.S. Chandrasekhar. I request our chief guest to present the certificates and His Holiness Swamiji to bless the students with mementos as their names are announced. To facilitate this, I request our faculty, Dr. Naveen Kumar, to announce the names of the students.
Offering my humble pranamas to His Holiness Swamiji and wishing a very good evening to all the dignitaries on and off the stage and to my dear students. I present before you the list of students who have successfully completed 2 years of studies at postgraduate level of business administration. Please come and collect the certificate as well as memento. Akash Shetty, Akshata, Akshay Putran, Anisha, Diksha Casey, Diksha Shetty, Deepthi Mendel, Drati, yes, Harshita,
ಅಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ರಂಗನ ಕಂಡಿರೆ
Karthikeya,
ನಮ್ಮ ರಂಗನ ಕಂಡೀರೆ ಅಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ
Nishmit,
ಅಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ರಂಗನ ಕಂಡಿರೇನೆ ನಮ್ಮ
Manjunath,
ರಂಗನ ಕಂಡೀರೇನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಂಗನ ಕಂಡೀರೇನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಂಗನ ಕಂಡೀರೇನೆ
Manoj, Minaz, wait,
ಕಾಶಿ ಪೀತಾಂಬರ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಕೂಸಿದ ಶ್ರೀಗಂಧ ಮೈಯೊಳಗಮ್ಮ
Aspar,
ಕಾಶಿ ಪೀತಾಂಬರ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಕೂಸಿದ
Kawal,
ಶ್ರೀಗಂಧ ಮೈಯೊಳಗಮ್ಮ ಲೇಸಾಗಿ ತುಳಸಿಯ ಮಾಲೆಯ ಧರಿಸಿದ ಲೇಸಾಗಿ ತುಳಸಿಯ
Navya,
ಮಾಲೆಯ ಧರಿಸಿದ ವಾಸುದೇವ ಬಂದ ಕಂಡಿರೇನೆ ವಾಸುದೇವ ಬಂದ ಕಂಡೀರೆ
Prajwal,
ಅಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ
Priya,
ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ರಂಗನ ಕಂಡಿರೇನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಂಗನ ಕಂಡೀರೇನೆ ನಮ್ಮ
Sakshi,
ರಂಗನ ಕಂಡೀರೇನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಂಗನ ಕಂಡೀರೇನೆ
Shailesh, Sharan,
ಕರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಕಣ ಬೆರಳಲ್ಲಿ ಉಂಗುರ ಕೊರಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ ಹುಲಿಯುಗುರ
ಶರಣ್ಯ,
ಕರದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಕಣ ಬೆರಳಲ್ಲಿ ಉಂಗುರ ಕೊರಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದ ಹುಲಿಯುಗುರಮ್ಮ
ಶರಣ್ಯಾಯಿ,
ಅರಳೆಲೆ ಕನಕ ಕುಂಡಲ ಕಾಲರಂದುಗೆ ಅರಳೆಲೆ ಕನಕ ಕುಂಡಲ ಕಾಲರಂದುಗೆ ಉರಗ ಶಯನ ಬಂದ ಕಂಡಿರೇನೆ
ಶೀತಲ್,
ಉರಗ ಶಯನ ಬಂದ ಕಂಡೀರೇನೆ ಅಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ
ಸುದಿನ,
ಅಮ್ಮ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ರಂಗನ ಕಂಡಿರೇನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರಂಗನ ಕಂಡೀರೆ
Sushmita, Rahul, Archana, Harshaprada, Maria, Navnisha, Padmashri, Shamita, Adarsh, Ashwini. Wait. Now I request our Honorable Secretary Dr. G.S. Chandrasekhar. Diksha, Eldria, Jayalakshmi, Jnaneshwari, Kavya, Megha, Pawan, Pratik, Preeti, Priyanka, Ranjita, Reshma, Priya, Samiksha, Santosh, Shivaprasad, Shruti, Spandana, Spurti Bhatt, Srinidhi, Suchet, Suhan, Sushmita, Tashwin. With this, I conclude my submission of the list of students who have successfully completed their MBA program at PM. Thank you, Swamiji. Thank you, Muditaya sir, and thank you, Chandrasekhar sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Swamiji, we are deeply grateful for your blessings. The mementos you presented will always be cherished as symbols of encouragement and spiritual guidance. We also extend our sincere thanks to the chief guest and guest of honor for your valuable time and support, making this event truly memorable. Now, I invite the former director of our institution, Dr. Bharat V, to propose the vote of thanks.
So seeking blessings from His Holiness Sri Sri Shapriyatirtha Swamiji, this is my privilege to extend vote of thanks to all the dignitaries and invitees. Respected our esteemed Chief Guest, Professor M.S. Muditaya sir, Vice Chancellor, RIT University, Honorable Guest of Honor, Dr. A.P. Bhatt sir, Honorable Administrative Officer, Udupi Admar Education Council, Chief Guest, Dr. G.S. Chandrasekhar, Honorable Secretary, Poorna Prajna Institute of Management, and our respected Director, Dr. P.S. Aital sir, Poorna Prajna Institute of Management, distinguished faculty members, fellow graduates, proud parents, and dear students, and all the invitees. Good evening to everyone. So it is a moment of immense joy and gratitude as we gather today to celebrate the achievements of graduating class of MBA students. On behalf of Poorna Prajna Institute of Management, it is my great honor to extend a heartfelt vote of thanks to all those who have made this day truly special. First and foremost, I would like to express our deepest gratitude to His Holiness Sri Shapriyatirtha Swamiji for gracing this event with his presence and blessings. Your spiritual guidance has always inspired us to seek wisdom beyond knowledge, and we are truly blessed by your support today. A special thanks to our chief guest, Professor M.S. Muditaya sir, for your motivating and insightful words. Your remarkable journey and experience have been an inspiration to all of us, and we are grateful for the time you have taken to be with us and encourage us as we embark on our professional journey. So thank you. So we are also deeply thankful to our guest of honor, Dr. A.P. Bhatt sir, for your unwavering dedication to education and the vision you bring to institutions like ours. Your commitment continues to be guidance light for us all. So thank you. Our heartfelt thanks to Dr. G.S. Chandrasekhar for your invaluable support as Honorable Secretary. Your role in shaping the future of this institution is immeasurable, and we are so thankful for your guidance and presence on this occasion. So thank you. So to our Director, Dr. P.S. Aital sir, thank you for your leadership and dedication. Your vision for the institute and its students has created an environment where we could all flourish and realize our potential. Our sincere thanks to Dr. Krishna Kotaya sir, Emeritus Professor, Dr. Vinay Prabhu sir, Dr. Ramu, Principal PPC, Dr. Sukani Madam, Professor Pratima Madam, Honorable Deputy Administrative Officer Pundarikaksha Kodantaya sir, Professor Nityanand sir, and Assistant Administrative Officer Nagesh sir, media persons Mr. Manjunath Kamath sir, and all the head of the departments of our sister institutes and faculties of our sister institutes. I also wish to extend my thanks to faculty members of our institute, teaching and non-teaching, whose endless support and mentorship have shaped our academic journey. So you have challenged us to think critically, to lead responsibly, and remain resilient in the face of challenges. So our sincere thanks to Somaji sir also. Thus to the parents, families and friends, thank you for being our pillars of strength. Your support, love and encouragement have been our driving force throughout this journey. So lastly, to my fellow graduates, congratulations. This is our moment. Let us take the values, lessons and friendships we have gained here and carry them forward as we step into the next phase of our lives. So thank you to all our second year completed MBA students. So heartiest thanks to our first year MBA and MCA students for arranging and making the program very successful. So thank you all once again, and may the future bring endless opportunities and success for each of us. So thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. With this, our course completion ceremony, Poorna Shiksha Samavarthana-2024 has come to a close. As we conclude this momentous ceremony, let us invoke the spirit of peace and well-being with this universal prayer, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramayaha. May all beings be happy, may all be free from illness, and may we all experience auspiciousness. Thank you. I now request everyone to please rise for the national anthem.
अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Dear outgoing students, we request you to assemble at the entrance of the building for a group photo. After the photo session, please proceed to enjoy the refreshments and take with you the beautiful memories of this special occasion. Thank you, one and all.